Hello. Now, you might be thinking, Emma, what are you doing streaming on a Tuesday. I don't stream on Tuesdays. Well, my friend, I do now. I'm trying something out. I literally checked this camera before I started, and it was fine. One sec. A different screen. That's worse. There. What was that to auto? Is that not gonna? Is that on? Hang on. Sorry. That's no better. Just trying to turn. Just leave it like that. That would do. Otherwise I'll be fiddling all day. But anyway, as I was saying, so I'm trying out a new streaming schedule. I'm going to be streaming Mondays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The reason being, let's actually start stitching whilst I explain. The reason being, I want to stitch more on stream. But with certain projects taking up certain days, it makes it harder to do those. So my thinking was, if I just add an extra day to my streaming schedule, then I can work on my whips. So the schedule will be as follows. Monday would be this. Obviously, I didn't stream yesterday, and I'll get into that in a minute. So we're doing this today on Tuesday. Otherwise, if we weren't doing this, if I had streamed yesterday like I wanted to originally, we would have been working on light. But I had a terrible migraine on Sunday, and if anybody suffers with migraines knows that sometimes overexerting yourself the day after, even if you feel fine, it can trigger them again. So I didn't want to trigger a migraine, especially that one. That one was bad. I've had migraines before, but that one, horrid. Nothing helped. So that was great. I also don't know why this isn't in frame. Let me just pick it back up. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, so nothing helped. I took paracetamol. I had ice packs. They weren't straight out the freezer, they were out of the fridge, because you're not supposed to put ice packs in the freezer. Really. I even got those forehead strips that you can get. That did nothing. I even tried having a lay down, which I don't normally do because sometimes I feel laying down makes me worse. But I was willing to take feeling groggy over the migraine, and it was doing nothing. I couldn't do anything. And it didn't help that Sunday was my birthday. So all day Sunday I did nothing, really. Because I couldn't. So I was like a bit disappointed. So I think one of the cats has just gone in the window. Hang on. No, opposite, come out the window. They get on our cats like to lay on the windowsill and just stare outside, like cats do. I just saw a flash of light behind me and I was like, what the hell? I thought I'd look. But anyway, what was I saying? The brain isn't responding already. That's great. Yeah, so Sunday was my birthday. I am 25 years old now. Hey. And so I didn't stream yesterday because, like I said, I wanted to take it easy. I did stitch a little bit with lots of breaks, so I didn't overdo it and do any more damage. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today because, as you all should know by now, I have Crohn's disease and that can be quite unpredictable. 1 minute I can feel fine, and the next minute, how do I put this without being disgusting? I'm on the toilet. Let's just say that I'm on the toilet. So, this morning, that's how my morning went. I was fine. Then I wasn't fine. And I was like, uh-oh. So, but I think I'm alright now. My stomach feels fine. We'll see. As the days goes on, it might get worse, but I hope not. So I keep stopping because I'm just making sure that I am stitching this properly. Because this will tell me if I can count. My words don't line up. I can't count. So I'm just checking every now and again to make sure. 3, 4, 6, 2, 6, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, and then the 1. There's going to be a lot of ending and starting threads because this is the part where it intercepts with the text. So we'll see how much we get done. And as a little treat to myself today, well, if you were in the stream yesterday, I linked a pattern and it was a Heaven and Earth Designs limited edition pattern, which means you only have a certain time period to buy them before they're gone. They're limited edition. I've probably missed a bunch of ones that I probably did. So just tucking my fabric back in because I wasn't checking the Haid website for a while. But anyway, so I linked a Haid. And it felt like it was meant to be. Because as you all know, I am frog mad. Like, the only types of frogs I don't like are the stitching kind. You know, the ones where you have to frog your progress? Yeah, I don't like those kind of frogs. But these kinds of frogs I love. I was looking on their website. I'm gonna have to start in the middle. Here's me thinking I was gonna start here. There's a stitch off here. Okay, you can even see it on the pattern. Anyway, so I linked it and I was like, uh-oh. So this morning when I got up and I got on my computer, I decided to buy it. So I'm just this should be in a while. Yeah. Sorry, it's just the holes are so small in this fabric. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna have to buy that, and I did. I don't have any plans to start it yet. I'm just for the, for having it, adding it to my collection. There's one other pattern I have from Paid, or I have quite a few Paid patterns, but one other pattern that I love. It's called Frogs Kissing. And I bought that with the intention of starting it last February. I bought the fabric. I didn't buy all the floss, but I bought all the fabric. And I had every intention of starting it in February last year. But around that time, my stitchy bug decided to up and leave. So it didn't happen. And I still have the fabric gridded, but it's not fully gridded, but it's almost gridded. So maybe one day we can start that on stream. I won't make it like, oh, we'll start it and then we'll finish it. Otherwise, I won't get anything else done. So I might do like a page. So once I finish page, we'll put it away and we'll get the next project out. But we'll see. I want to get some things done first. Like I have those samplers, those birth samplers to get done. And then just a lot of little projects before I could start a Haid. I did have the evolution started. I think I got like 2 full pages in. It's mostly done with the 3rd. And I was still new to stitching when I done this. So it's on 25 count, which is fine. But I was stitching it with 2 threads, and there's nothing wrong with that, like they recommend it, but it just felt too bulky to me, and so I want to like restart it. And I'm like debating, do I restart it, like just rip out the threads and restart it on that fabric but turn it upside down so I'm not going through the same holes and stuff, or do I buy a piece of 28 count fabric? Go from there. I'm off somewhere already. How am I off? Because this is not supposed to start in this part of the E. It's meant to be over here. Oh, it's my L. my L is off by 1 stitch, which means that all this is off by 1 stitch. Which means this is all off by 1 stitch. Bums. Hang on. And I don't want to have to fudge the pattern. Yeah, see, because this T is supposed to start in this M, it's meant to line up with the bottom of this M, and it doesn't. So I need to rip out all of this, plus what I've just done. I don't need to, this is fine. This is all fine. This part of the L is fine. From here onwards, is all off. Womp womp. See, this is why I said we'd know if I can't count. And obviously I can't count. So we're gonna have to get out those 2 colours for the letters, and we're gonna have to rip out the letters, and then we're gonna have to do the letters, and then we do all this. See, now the nasty frogs have come out. I don't think I could hate an actual frog. Whilst I was having my little rest on that day, whilst I am pick, I just had a quick, I say a quick story, this is me, I don't do quick. Gotta go from A to B, but we've got to go through the alphabet before we get to B. But anyway, I was watching some Kingdom Hearts playthroughs, and it was making me really want to play Kingdom Hearts. Like, I was so tempted to just download it and play it. But I was like, no, I can't. And, no, that's not it. I'll just put it over there in the corner. Just clear that, and we're going to go through this colour, and we're going to highlight it all, click the frog button, we'll do it again for the other colour. But we need, let me just grab the colours whilst I have what they are here. So 333. And then so just put them to the side. So I probably won't reuse these threads because they'll be too yeah, so I was watching I think their name's Nintendo playthrough Kingdom Hearts. I was watching playthrough. They did a trifecta. They're basically gonna play through Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 in their entirety. So he was gonna complete them, like get the platinum trophy in one sitting, I think. And I was like, oh my god. And the videos are that long, they've been uploaded in 3 parts. So I don't know if it's like Kingdom Hearts 1 is 1 part, because that's like 11 hours long, the first part. I haven't I didn't get very far in because I started watching that bit late at night. I was watching them go through Kingdom Hearts 2. Well, first it was Kingdom Hearts 1 as it, the critical mode or crowd. Oh, there's that Stitch. And then I watched him go through 2. And after playing Melody of Memory, when I was watching that playthrough, I could hear the background music. Oh god, what have I done here? Just one. It's 2 strands. But I'm grabbing like the whole stitch. Oh, the purple actually. I can't remember what I stitched first. The purple might be hogging thread. And this is why I'm not reusing the threads. Because they get pretty torn up when you're unpicking. So it's very easy to grab a strand underneath. Robbing me. See, I always get worried when I stitch on string. So I'm probably gonna mess it up. And now like an hour of the stream might be dedicated to me fixing this mistake and get anything else done. Let's just keep going with the dark purple rather than trying to... So it's now... oh no, there's still a half stitch. I ain't finished unpicking it on the pattern keeper yet. Yeah, so this stream schedule is going to be temporary. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't want to make it a permanent feature just yet. I'm going to try it. So I don't want to commit to a schedule and then I can't stick to it. And I know I've missed a lot of days here and there since I've been back. But that's just something that's going to have to happen. With me still kind of getting used to how I'm going to be. And if I have to have surgery, then it's going to be even longer. Because I don't want to like push myself to come back too soon and then I do something like, I know this isn't like a physical job. Like, I literally just have to get out of my bed and walk to my chair. Sit here and do this. But this time last year, I couldn't even sit in a chair when I had surgery. I was in so much pain, I couldn't sit in a chair normally. I had to kind of lay, and there's no way you can lay in an office chair the way I am sat in it. It makes it sound like I'm laying down right now. I'm not. I'm sat in the chair normally. Well, normal for me. But last year I was laying across the sofa or my bed, but I ended up giving up on the laying in bed thing. It was just too painful. So I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just this little strong in this game. Caught up every time. Stay over there. To cut this up because it's getting knotted. Well, now I'm not using this side. Yes, I couldn't sit in a chair. It took me months to be able to actually sit properly. And even longer before I decided to sit back in this chair, well, my old chair. And that took some getting used to, trying to work out how to position myself so it didn't hurt. And I was like that from this time last year up until maybe February of this year. And that was because the surgery failed. And that's not me saying it, the surgeon himself said that to me. He was like, yeah, the surgery has failed. We had a goal to help you. It's just made you worse. So, but he was nice about it. Like, he didn't just throw his hands in the air and say, I don't know what's wrong with it, I'm just gonna give up. He helped, he referred me to specialists and get the diagnosis I have today. If it weren't for him, I still wouldn't know what's wrong with me. So, well, I would have been living with a misdiagnosis, and it would just have meant more surgeries that would have ended up with the same outcome. It would have been a waste of everyone's time, more so theirs, because they could have operated on someone or done something for someone who desperately needed it. Instead, they had to sort me out again. So I'm glad that he just took the time to help. Just kind of rambling. That's when I'm picking all this, by the way. I think we're done with this part though. Okay. There we go. He was so nice that he said that once I get myself sorted with the diagnosis and things like that, that he would redo the operation. If he felt like the new doctor would want it done again. I sorted this out so it was tight and now it's loose again. Nearly done with the dark purple. I equal it dark brown then. I don't know why my brain went dark brown. This is very clearly purple. There we go. Right. Let's unpick on Pattern Keeper quickly. Can't see I'm wiggling my mouse to highlight all the stitches to unpick, and then this section of that. There we go. We'll be starting off with this colour to go back across when we're done. So there's one stitch. Yeah, this should line up because I remember counting from here down to line it up. Just double check. Yeah. So don't have to worry, and this L was right because this part of the L was right. So if I had counted off here, it would have been fine. It's just from here on. So from next week, so next Tuesday, we'll be working on a whip. It'll be light, the one I had out Friday. We'll be working on that. I did work on it for a little while yesterday, and I managed to show you quickly because it's just here next to me. I did manage to finish the brown in her dress, and I started on the bottom, and I nearly finished that. I just have like a few more rows to go, and then I've got to finish. This colour goes here and here, and then I'm gonna finish the fox colours in her and do her little stumpy legs, and then I'll fill in this dress. Because I think I'm gonna have to move this out of the key snap to do this part, because it's like an arch over her leaves, and there's a tiny village down here, so she might get moved around quite a bit. Yeah. Sorry, I was just readjusting my position. Okay, at least this is being sorted out now, and not the next part in where I didn't notice a mistake. Only restitching this would be this quick, because I'm picking this part. Sorry, I didn't mean to make a loud noise. now become a puzzle trying to work out which way stitch this originally. I'm just tugging at every strand trying to find. What was there? We're getting that nearly done. Oh, something like that. This poor fabric. I can see a little tail floating out down here. Have part of it. Yeah, I unpicked that at all for no reason. Give me a. One second. Go for my paw. I can't even like hold the thread because it's so short. Come through. There we go. I fixed it, right? I fixed the L. Somewhere down here, but it's hard to come out. supposed to still be in such a pain to unpick? No Zelda, please. Zelda, please. Wait, am I Zelda? Come on, stop. No fuck. Just wrecking the joint. Maybe I do have to unpick that L. Maybe what I've got here is the bottom of the stitch. Yeah. Okay. How do I feel like I would have started with the elbow coming through? I'm very confused. That would explain why it's so difficult to get this out. So I want to unpick the L that I just spent ages fixing. Oh. And I think I should be able to put out the stuff now. Yeah. We're getting more chat. I was gonna cry if I had one pick the whole L as well. What is with these tweets? The good thing Pattern Keeper doesn't track how many stitches you have to unpick on this, otherwise I'd be down a few minuses. Myself down. Yeah. I'm busy. I'm sorry. I'm losing my tension in this as well. My arms from punching. So once we finish unpicking, I'll do a quick stretch. There we go. And then I'll get a bit of tape and just go over the bits to get rid of some of the fuzzies. Ow, there's a mic there. Who put the mic there? Where's my tape on it? It's a little cat area. No, I can see you trying to come back. No. This cat. The speed's might not be any good because it's already covered in cat hair. We'll see. Yeah, that's not really doing much. Let's just bin that bit. There we go. That's less cat hairy now. There we go. Don't forget to do the pack. This has lost its stickiness already near enough. There we go. You can still see the impression, but there's no fuzzies. Look at this T-bone, if you can see that. It's probably not going to autofocus because I have it turned off. Full of purple fuzzies. Right, let's just unpick the L. Right, we're going to start again. This. I'll just move this thread out of the way. I'm running out of room. I'll just put it there. Now I'm extra glad I took yesterday off, because if I had done this yesterday, I think I might have cried. Because you know when you're not feeling well. You know when you're not feeling so great, and you have like those days where one small thing just... It's like Jenga. One wrong move and everything just comes tumbling down. Except instead of it being actual Jenga, it's emotions, and it happens, and then you just break down crying. And you don't know why. This would have been the thing that done it for me yesterday. It's fine. I will fix this. And if this is all we get downstream, but those stitches there as progress, then I am fine with that. Because I'm not about to rush this. Make another mistake. So I will be double, triple checking this pattern now. Already an hour into stream, I spent 90% of that unpicking. So it's fine. And because this is the center motif, it has to kind of be perfect because everything is counted off of this. So if this was wrong and I try to fudge it, I might make other things wrong. And I think my margins on this piece of fabric are pretty tight, because the piece is, I can't remember exactly, I'd have to get my notebook out to keep a notebook for all the projects. It's actually my 4th notebook that has patterns in it. I use the spreadsheet to keep track of how many stitches I do that day. And then, one second, let me just do this bit. This is the bit I made the mistake on last time. So we do this and then I'll carry on. So it's 3, not 2. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I keep a notebook. The spreadsheet is to track how many stitches I do a day, and what pattern I was working on, and the date. And then the all the notebook is, I can grab it. A second. All the notebook is for is to just write out my plans. So this is the notebook. Let me just jump to the Lumi page. So all I use it for, let's try and get the glare, is I write who the designer is, the pattern, how many stitches wide by tall, and then I write out the threads. And then I put a tick or a line next to it. If it has a line, it means it's at a stop. If it has a tick, it means it's at a stop. Like, here's the threads for the witchy stitcher I've got, and then the fabric. And I also write how much it costs as like a way to help me keep track of how much I'm spending. Okay, let me just mark off. Let me count. I definitely have 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. All good in that department. Yeah, that's all it's for. It's just like a tracker for myself to keep it organized, because it's also difficult trying to order threads and have the PDF up at the same time, especially when it goes over multiple pages. So I just write it out so it's easier. And if I'm buying more than one project, it's easier to write them all out. Then I'll open my spreadsheet, and in another column I'll just write all the numbers, and then I'll have it sorted by number, and it'll put it in numerical order. And then I write it out again on a separate bit of paper. I know it seems like I spend a lot of time writing things, but I'll write it out on a separate bit of paper, and any doubles I will combine as like a ×2. and I'll reference the pattern, the PDF, to make sure I have enough threads. So if the pattern calls for 3, I won't put it in there 3 times. I'll put it in there once, and then when I go back, I'll be like, oh, it's in there twice, so I need to order 4. Stuff like that. It just makes it easier for me to work out how much I'm spending and how many threads I need. And then when they turn up, I split them into their pattern, because I go by what's in my book. Because like when I ordered the threads for the I'm calling them the animal series, you know, the key, well, it's light and the key and stuff like that, with the cat, the goose and stuff, the Barbara Anna ones. When I was ordering the threads for those, I ordered them as a set, and then I split them up into their project. And if the thread was in multiple patterns, I might have just got the one skein, and if I have to order another one later, I will, rather than ordering one for each pattern that it was in, and then I have like too many of that skein. So that's how I work out how to do my projects. And then I'll look at the recommended fabric that the model was stitched on, because a lot of patterns say, oh, model was stitched on this fabric by this. Hold on. Every time. So it is no. It's not normally like this. You know, we don't see him in a stream this often. Anyway, what's this? My brain is just very easily sidetracked today. Oh yeah, fabrics. So it might say, oh, the model was stitched on, so I got this colour. And I'll look at where I normally get my fabric from. And if it's not there, I'll look at other websites. But I like to get everything from one place, so if I'm ordering the threads from one website, I might get the fabrics there to make it just easier. And if one shop has a different dispatch and shipping time, it's gonna take longer to get here. Because some places are really good about dispatching the next day and I get it the day after. So if I order on a Monday, I might get it by the Wednesday. But some might not get it till the Friday or the Saturday. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just if I'm getting it all from the same place, it's just convenient. But I ended up having to get the fabric for these from different places. I think I got all the fabric from Lakeside. And then I got the threads from Wool Warehouse because they were cheaper. Because Lakeside has had to up their prices, so their threads are no longer the cheapest. Which is sad. But hey ho. The cost of living is going up, so everything has to go up too. People need money to survive these days. If that tail a little long, that's fine. We have the L and the I done again. Right, let's do the G again. I say the L and the I done again. I still have to do the other colour on top. I have to get some new thread wax soon. Or melt it so it becomes level again. because I just tend to scrape off the top layer where all the fuzzies are from the fibers, from the thread, sorry. What's going on? I don't know. But I apologize if you can hear that. No, so done. Oh, come on, mate. Go on my bed. Something's freaking him out now. See, I put it here. So I'm not going to yeah, I'm not going to do full crosses just yet. So we're going to go round in a half stitch. I don't think you can really see what I'm doing. That's okay. I've also been doing some planning for my hay, the frogs kissing. Earlier on today I was making some thread cards. I love the system I have, so I love this system. But when you have a lot of colours, like for this project there was a lot of them. A lot of threads, sorry. And I have to cut these out myself by hand. I round the corners and I punch the holes, and then I have to prepare the thread. So when you have to do that a bunch of times, it can be, it hurts. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. It can make your hands sore after a while. So I was trying to think of a convenient way to do it that would keep my system but wouldn't be so taxing. And then I remembered, well, I didn't remember, sorry, I saw in the Heaven and Earth Designs Facebook group, one second. Okay, that when you buy a kit from Haid, they come with like floss drops in a special way. So they come on a card with a hoop on that card. I'm probably not explaining this very well, and I apologize. So imagine this as like bigger and longer, and it's got multiple holes going down one side and both sides, so like this. So imagine this like pulled longer. You'd have multiple holes, and in those holes, rather than it being like this, it would have a ring, and on that ring would be the thread like this, and then next to it, it would have the DMC thread number. So you'd have a giant card like this. It's like that, let's say. But imagine it's bigger, obviously, and there's more. So like 2 of these together, but longer. And you'd have multiple, and you'd have all the threads you'd need for the project. So I looked into it to making my own, and I made the card today. I just took an A4 sheet and on Clip Studio and I cut it in half vertically. Yeah, vertically. I had to do like the movements to and I done that, and I just have to order the threads. I haven't actually got the threads for that project yet. And then I need to get all the other things, but I also have a plan to get down my box that's on top of my cupboard that has all my projects in. And the plan for that is I want to put them all into the bags that I use now, so that all my projects are together in one place. The only problem is they won't fit in the drawer I have under my bed because there's just too many. But I want all the threads and fabrics together so I know where they are. And I want them to be more accessible because currently I can't actually get to them. So, because I have to use a step ladder and I can't do that at the moment, so other people have to do it for me. And if they're not here, I can't do that. So rather than relying on other people, if I just have them be brought down and put away somewhere I can get them, I don't have to worry. So that might be a plan for this weekend. And we'll just go from there. Do a bit of organisation, really. And the people, or my family, I don't say the people, they're my family, be going back to work soon. So there'll be less people in the house during the day. So I need things to be accessible. So I can't really rely on other people to do things for me. I drew a new emote on my Discord. I really like it. I drew it like quite quickly as well. So it has none of the shading that I would normally add. But just wanted a new version of my heart eyes emote, because every time I look at that emote, something feels off and you can't really tell what it is. It doesn't look like a frog like it's supposed to. It looks like a ladybug. And it was just bugging me every time. So I simplified it. And I much prefer how that version came out. Like 9 times out of 10, if one of my emotes is not a sticker on my shop, it's either because 1, I haven't got round to it yet, and there are plans to have it be a sticker, or 2, I just don't like the emote that much, and I have plans to redo it. I have redone my love emote 3-4 times now. And I'm finally happy with how that looks, but it's not on Twitch yet. So, ow, I had a hair splinter right between my fingers. But yeah, so if something is an emote on my Discord, 9 times out of 10 I want it to be an emote on Twitch, but I just don't have enough channel points or sub points to add them. And you have to stream for so many days to get the follower emote. I'm trying to do that. And do all the things that it says on there you have to do. You have to stream for 60 days consecutive, not consecutively, but in a 2-year period you need to stream for 60 days. And you need no creative strikes, which I think is doable. I swear the last time I checked though, which was a while ago, it was 30 days for streaming. They must have changed it. Which is fine. Yeah, so tomorrow's stream is the Supernatural SAL. Then I'm off Thursday, and then I'll be back here Friday with something. I don't know. I think it might be Resident Evil 2 because I want to finish Claire's side so we can play Leon. And then after 2 we can move on to 3. Keep doing that. So I do enjoy the games. I just get a bit frustrated at times, and I don't think it's any fun when you watch an hour of me dying to the same boss because I messed up. Because if I hadn't saved when I did during the oh, what's his name? Not Wesker. I can see Wesker and say that's not him. Birkins, William Birkins, that's it. When I was up against him, and you have to lure him into the pathway of a crate to knock him off, the game kind of soft locked me into this continuous death loop with him. Because the game auto-saved the worst time and I didn't have any equipment. So I reloaded my save. I did have to do a little bit again. But it was better than being straight in the boss fight and having no equipment. So once I reloaded, everything was fine. I beat him quite quickly. There was a good 10-15 minutes of me just dying to him repeatedly because I couldn't do anything. I had no ammo to use, I had no health items. It's just a mess. And that's sometimes why it's not great to have an autosave feature in your game. Because it can soft block you. It's also why I'm so vigilant at saving, and I save often. Because if the game auto saves at the wrong time, it could screw me over and then I have to restart the game. And then it's not fun for anyone. Because you've already seen me play the game up to that point. I can smell food cooking downstairs. Making me slightly hungry. If I don't catch up to where I was by the end of stream, what I'll do is I'll carry on working on this. And then tomorrow, just after I start streaming, but before we start working on the witchy SAL, I'll bring this out just to show you what I did. Just so we can see where we are, and then this will be back out next Monday. What I'll do is I'll do all this colour here, and that's all I'll do. I won't do it because I could very easily finish it otherwise, and I don't want to. I mean, I could work on the poker future once I get the pattern from Lumi in its place. Because as part of Camp Lotad, we got poker fusions that represented us and adorable, and I had it turned into a pattern. So yesterday I watched Louis turn my lovely Pokemon fusion into a pattern. It was a fusion between Quillfish and, is it tape? No. It evolves into Talonflame. Talonflame. The name's escaping me right now. Just check before I get too far in that this lines up where it should. Yes. Yay. So nerve-wracking when you're doing a pattern. To make sure. Now we're going to play a bit of Thread Chicken because I only have a few stitches left of this colour. So I've got just the tea to do. and I'm too lazy to start a new thread. I wasted the majority of this stream doing the half stitching. It's fine. Through my kind of close. One, 2, 3, 6, 8. I think we should do 8 stitches is what we have. It was, oh, I didn't enjoy it one bit. Now, if you've seen my Resident Evil 1 playthrough, you know that there's a part in that game I really don't like. And it's because it has spiders in it. But she's real thick. Look at that. Look at those stitches. And, I don't like spiders because I have arachnophobia. I hate spiders. I don't know why. I can't explain to you why. A spider did not, like, you know, kill my family or something. And I live in a country where it's pretty safe to get bit by a spider. But even so, I'll just tell the story whilst I relax for a second. But even so, I was like, I just don't like spiders. So, the other day, I was laying in bed, just minding my own business, playing my colouring game that I play at night to help me wind down. And I feel something touch me. And I'm not freaked out at first because I'm like, oh, it's probably like one of my hairs because I have my hair up and throughout the day it slowly falls out and we have fans on. So I was like, oh, it's probably the fan blowing my hair and it's brushed against my neck. And I'm like, But then I feel it again. And I kind of look and in the corner of my eye I see a tiny brown thing on me. I tried to flick this thing off of me like really hard. And I'm using my right hand, and in my right hand I have my Apple Pencil, and I scrape my Apple Pencil across my arm, or my shoulder, collarbone area, like just, and I was like, ow. And my eyes are like drying. And I was just like freaked out, and the jolting action made me hurt myself because, without going into detail, my bottom half, it's no good. And so me jerking, like if I'm in bed or I'm sitting a certain way and something makes me jump, I can actually hurt myself, like real bad. And that's what happened. I jolted and it hurt me. I'm done with this colour, so I'm gonna put it over here with the other one for now. I'll get the next thread ready whilst I finish this. And I started crying because that was pain. And I didn't want to move because I didn't know where the spider was, so I was just crying in my bed. And my mum comes up and she sees me crying. She's like, what's wrong? And all I can do is point that there's a spider somewhere on my bed. So she thinks I'm like crying because there's a spider in my bed. And I'm like, no, I'm not crying because of that. I'm crying because I hurt myself. And so she's like, oh, okay. So she finds the spider. And I don't, even though I don't like spiders, I don't like killing them. I'd rather they be caught and thrown outside, you know? It's not their fault that they ended up in the house. They could have come in through any. Hello, Maggie. They could have come in through any means, and this one just happened to touch me. So I was like freaking out. But my mum ends up killing it before I can say a word. So I just have a dead spider on my bed. And I'm like, oh. It didn't have to die. Oh, I was telling a story about a spider that was on me, and I have real bad arachnophobia. So I freaked out and hurt myself over it. So yeah, I don't like killing spiders. I'd rather they be caught and let outside. Yeah. So she kills it. I have no say in the matter. It's dead before I have a chance. And I'm still crying, so I can't really like get words out. Like, oh. And the thing with me is, once a spider touches me, anytime anything else touches me, I freak. So one of my hairs falls out and it just touches me as it's falling out. I freak. And that would be the end of the story. But no. So that night, I'm in bed. And I share a room. You don't like spiders, but you still wanted to live. Oh yeah. Not my fault that they wandered into the house. I can... They should still live. Okay, let me do a bit of counting, and then I'll continue the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Because, like, they're very helpful. They help catch flies and moths and things like that. So, I don't mind. Like, if a spider's in this room, I wouldn't care as long as it stays in its corner and doesn't touch me. If it leaves that corner, that's it when we have problems. I just don't like spiders. I have a fear. But if I don't see it, I don't really care. Because I don't know. But anyway, so that same night, I was in bed. And like I said, I share a room. And everyone was in bed. And all of a sudden, my aunt starts freaking out, and I'm like, what is going on? She's like, there's a big spider on the floor. Now, my aunt can be a bit overdramatic when she says a big spider. She has said big spiders in the past, and they've been very small. So I'm already kind of like, because spider has been on me once already. So I peer over the edge of my bed. And she was right, it was a big spider. And I was like, yeah, that's going out. I was like, that's not being killed. That one's going outside. That one's like too big. And I'm not crying, I get a say in the matter, so it's living. So I get out of the bed, because it's the other side of my bed. So not the side where I get out, but the opposite side. So I run out of my bed, I go to the bathroom and I get a cup. And I bring the cup back and like put the spider in this. So the spider gets put in the cup. And my mum has to go all the way downstairs to throw it out the back garden. So I'm like, we're not killing the spider. No. Like I said, it didn't ask to be in our house. But yeah, that was a great night. I was just sat there the whole time being like, well, if you don't see me sleep tonight, you know why. Especially with how the weather's been lately. Well, it was warm. It's cooled down now. Oh, great. But when it was really hot, I was sleeping without a blanket. Like, I had clothes on. But I was like, sleeping without a blanket. And if that thing had touched me, I would have screamed. I would have woke everyone up. And the cats, they're useless. They just sat there and looked at it, being like, yeah, that's a spider. I'm not dealing with that. So, not very good cats. I have that hydrangea. Right, let me finish these stitches in the eye. Because I had to unpick all this. You might be like, why are you restitching the letters? You had them done last time. Yeah, I found a mistake. Basically, when I was stitching this last time, the SAL was one too short in length. This way, or width actually. So all my height was off. So I had to unpick all the height and the L. Just the light purple. Wow, first it was dark brown, and now I nearly said light grey. Wow, colours. But it's fine. I fixed it. I'm fixing it. Everything's lining up now. So we're all good. We're all good here. And like I said earlier, it's a good thing I noticed. And I was streaming today. Because if I streamed this yesterday, I might have cried. So I was just having one of those days. Right, I'll have that drink now. There we go. We're getting there, we're nearly. You wouldn't even be able to tell I made a mistake if I didn't say anything. But I noticed before stream I would have fixed it before stream. And none of you would have been any wiser. But I didn't notice because I don't touch this until stream time. We might get a few more of these stitches in today. I am in it, okay. Yeah, I was saying to my mum this morning that turning 25 has been bad so far. I thought turning 24 was bad, because I had surgery and I had to recover from surgery and it didn't go well. But the day I turned 25, which was Sunday, I had that migraine. Yesterday was alright, like I felt fine, but I just took it easy because migraine. And I was really worried because I've never had a migraine like that before. Oh, I can't mark off. We'll just have to pretend that stitch has been stitched, but I need to remember to actually stitch it. So it's part of that funky big pattern keeper. I still haven't gone in and fixed it. But yeah. And then earlier on today my Crohn's was playing up. And I was like, oh great, that's just anything else? Anything else to be added to the mix? But I shouldn't really say that because sometimes when I say those sorts of things that happen. And it's why I try to make these streams like chill. I know sometimes I do talk about my health and stuff, but that's just sometimes I have to talk about my health so I can explain where I've been. Like I don't have to like say, oh I didn't stream because of X reason. I could just say, yeah I didn't feel well, I didn't stream. I wouldn't say anything. But I feel bad because the last time I was like, oh I'm just gonna take a few days off, I didn't come back for a year. And I feel bad to do that again. So me explaining why I feel like it's fair to you guys. But I do want this place to be a place you can come to just chill. And if you want, we can have a venting session. You can just talk about whatever. And be like, ugh, my day was terrible. And I'd be like, tell me why. Why was your day terrible? And then you can explain, and I'd be like, I will stab this thing. I think it's why I've kept so saying, if you take a day off, do it. Yeah, I will do if I do. I think there were ads playing, so you didn't get the full context. Don't worry. I was saying like how I have to explain about having time off because I feel bad not saying like why I didn't stream. No, if I do feel unwell and I don't feel like I can stream, then I will take the day off. That's why I'm testing out this new schedule. Because I want to stream 3 days in a row. See how I get on. There'll still be Friday streams, obviously. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, back Friday. And then obviously the weekends will be no stream days. Because I seem to get more motivated to want to do things when I stream. So it's a little push I need. And then eventually I want to add Thursdays, so I'll be streaming Monday to Friday. But I'm not going to jump in the deep end so soon. Because I just have a lot of fun on stream. And it gives me time to do more. And when I do add Thursdays to the roster, which won't be for a while, it might not be till next year. I want those days to be dedicated to art. Because I did want to stream a variety. Like, the whole point of me coming back was meant to be Mondays cross-stitching, Wednesdays art, and Fridays gaming. And you can see how well that schedule went. I did art twice on stream since I've been back. And yeah, that went well. So I do want to bring art back into the roster, but I just want to sort everything else out. Like, it's why I'm trying to build up a catalogue of sketches as well, because the sketches will come in handy for the memberships when I launch them. And I'm so disappointed I didn't get to launch them this month like I wanted to originally. But I'm also kind of glad, because I would have felt like I would have been rushing to do it. So we have one piece done for the membership. I'm just still working on the other one. I haven't really touched it in a while. I think it's because I don't want to like ruin it. I don't want to take it from something that everyone loved when they last saw it to, oh, so you did that. Oh. Because everyone really liked the leaf one that we had. And I want to make it something that I'm proud of and something that people will want to hang on their wall. Because that's what I do with my Patreon prints. I hang them on the wall. I want people to be posting pictures being like, look, I got your art and it's hanging on my wall. But I also need prints to put in my shop. Because I only have 2 prints in my shop. So I'm just trying to work out artwork. Come down. Everything up. But I have been posting like regularly on my Patreon and my Ko-fi. So I'm pretty happy with that. We'll see if it continues. It should. because I made a little graphic for the what I got up to, and I found out I figured out how to upload more than one picture to the blog posts on Ko-fi. Because at first I was like, oh, I can just do it like Patreon, upload multiple to a post. No, you can only upload one picture to a post, which is silly. Because on Patreon you can upload multiple pictures to a post, but to do the multiple pictures you have to do it as a blog post, and I didn't realise I had to look it up. Because I saw someone I follow do it, and I was like, wait, how did they do that? So I looked, and I was like, oh, it's actually, there's literally a button at the top of the page that says insert image. I'm like, oh. And I scheduled both my posts, so I wrote them Saturday. Or did I write them Friday? I can't remember when I wrote them, but I wrote them either Friday or Saturday, and I had them scheduled to go up Sunday. So they went up Sunday. So I might do that going forward. Rather than posting them the same day I write them, I can write them Friday or Saturday morning, and then I can have them scheduled to go up Sundays in the afternoon. Then I don't have to worry. It's a great way to like see the progress I make and see what I get up to if you don't make it to a stream. There's no pressure to be at a stream. And I have the VODs available, so you can always watch them. If you don't want to watch them, you just want to know what I did, and you're not in the Discord, then that's how you do it. I've been enjoying posting to the Ko-fi and the Patreon rather than social media. There's no pressure. I don't want to constantly check notifications. I don't get notifications. I don't get notifications on Patreon if someone comments. I have gone through and I found out that a person has commented on my stuff and I never got notified. So I have to check my Patreon posts regularly to make sure no one's commented. But other than that, I'm sure I can find a setting. But other than that, I've done like really well. I've not missed a week. I just need to make an Instagram post about it. I just don't want to post it on the Instagram and then people start trying to pledge, because they're like, no. Do you not read? It says do not pledge. It is not ready. I just launched it so I could use it as a blog. And because my page has been launched and there's tiers, I keep getting emails from Patreon being like, here's how you can promote your store. And it's like, ready, Patreon? Just taking it slow. I want there to be content on there, so when I launch it properly, it doesn't just look like a blank slate. And I'm enjoying just writing gibberish. Don't have to worry about hashtags, keeping it within a certain limit. Although one time I did reach the post limit on Ko-fi and I had to switch it to a blog, and that was quite funny to me. So I was in the middle of typing a sentence and I look and I'm like, oh, why is it stopped there? And I say, oh, because I've reached the limit. So I had to copy and paste it all. And what's nice is, if I write one post on Patreon, I can copy and paste it all into the Ko-fi blog. It will put all the hyperlinks in it, so I don't have to go through and type it out again or put the hyperlinks in. It was so handy when I did that. Because I want the posts to be exactly the same, so you're not missing anything. The only post that you will miss if you're on the Ko-fi is the Cult of the Lamb wallpapers, but I did link to that the Patreon post, so you could find them there. Look, we're caught up now. We're back to this colour. Look, no mistake happened. I don't know what you mean. Nothing happened. I didn't spend 2 hours of the stream fixing anything. I need to put the colours back where they came from though. I didn't make a mistake. I don't make mistakes. But yeah, it's just nice to not feel so anxious when I'm typing up a post and worrying, like, oh, is it gonna do well? Because it doesn't matter. Oh no, cat. I have a cat again. This is like your 10th appearance. Come on, this one. That's when I'm done. Not done yet. If I was using my Lowry, he would have laid himself under it, so... Aha. I know you can't do giveaways on Patreon. I meant like a free post on there for the Cult of the Lamb fan art wallpapers I did. I made them into wallpapers and I put them on there. And I say gave them away, meaning like that. A giveaway. But I appreciate the warning. I just like being able to take my time, write out what I want to write out. I don't have to fight against an algorithm to get seen. So I'm basically just flushing it out. Well, flushing the pages out. So that when the memberships are open, it'll be... There's already posts there, so it doesn't look bare bones. And going forward, that's the kind of content I want to post as well. So even when the memberships are open, I won't be like, right, that's it, goodbye free content, it's all paid. No, I'm going to keep the paid stuff there. I know, just because I know someone who didn't know something you might think of. No, I wouldn't do a giveaway on Patreon anyway. I'd do it on Twitch if I was to do a giveaway. I appreciate you looking out and making sure. Because sometimes it's not clear in the rules of certain things. on to my other stitch. It's there, it's just very squashed. Why is this squashed? Just didn't put it as a goal for hit money amount per month or something. There is a goal because it does make you put a goal when you start the page, and it's just to get 10 patrons. So it's not like a monetary value, it's just 10 people sign up to the page on any tier. Because when you start it does want you to put a goal. And mine's just a generic. Have 10 people join my Patreon. Because I didn't want to put money down as a goal. So I tried to do that on the Ko-fi page because it says, oh, you don't have to put you can just put a 10. That's for instance, and no money symbol, and it will just put it as the number. But when you do that, it counts as a monetary value, and it's like, I don't want. Oh, I forgot that one stitch over here. When I started this earlier, I did that one stitch and I said, oh, I need to start there because I can't forget, because I'm gonna forget it. And I forgot it second time. I have to unpick this again. And every time I have to unpick, the sad Kingdom Hearts song comes on. For the third time. Third time's the charm, right? That's how it works. You do something 3 times, and the third time it goes to plan. I'm not holding my breath because I might die before then. So mark 2. Mark 2. Let's line it up. It should line it up there, and it does. We're here. Right. This time. This is it. I can feel it. This is it. Imagine if you were here at the very beginning of the stream and then you left to go do something and you come back and I'm just now doing this bit again. You're like, what? She'd already done that. I don't understand. So you have to wait for the VOD, and then you watch the whole VOD, and you have to go through the emotions, like I did. It's fine. This is it. This is the time. We're gonna get to this E, and it's gonna line up like it should. And we're not gonna have the problem we had last time. Because if that happens, then I might go Yay! It lines up. I don't actually have to check. I know it does because this is where it should have lined up the first time. But yeah, this is where it should be. So now we enter the E. And as soon as I said E, I had rush E in my so yeah. At least it didn't take us a whole stream to catch up with its progress. I did it quick. Took me longer to unpick than to stitch. But now we are making progress. So I don't think I'll be continuing my plan that I set out earlier, where if we hadn't caught up to this point by the time stream was over, that I would catch up, but I don't need to now. So one thing I didn't do, which I should have done, is after stream I'll do it. Still don't have that set up. Hang on, I have it on the screen though. I have it on the screen. There we go. Yeah. I get that in there? I've somehow gotten this under the weave of the fabric. But I can't get it out, so it's going to have to stay there. So that's fine. I don't think that's ever coming out now. Do some counting. I'll turn the petting off now. There we go. The count. Yes. So from the privacy, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Just love that. Always nerve-wracking when you get to a certain part. You're like, am I staying? And then you get past it and you're like, oh. Because this is the important part. I mean, the text was important because it helped place the crystals that go around the text. Wow. So that's why I was so determined to fix the light wording, because if that was off, that would have screwed me up. Because like I said, nothing would have lined up and there was no fudging that. Because it's a SAL, I don't know how many stitches away the next part is. So if I had the whole pattern, I could be like, oh, I can just move this slightly and it'll be fine. But not in a SAL where you don't know where everything's going. Because I fudged a few projects and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not working that out. But when it's something like this, you kind of have to not make mistakes. Discord was kind of blowing up and I was like, alright, I had 2 stitches that are out in the middle though. I would technically have they're like confetti stitches, so they're not part of like something like this. There's one up here, and there's like one over here and one over here. But that's such a far travel. There's not really anything near that either. So I might leave those for now. And do them once I have more fists filled. Just making everyone dizzy there, spinning my project around. Guys, I was just trying to get a good angle to look at it to end the thread. Right, we might put one more thread into this because I've got another one of these here. Then there's a line one here and there's one here, and then we might stream there for today. And then I'll look to see if there's anybody I want to raid, and if not, then I'll end the stream. But I do like raiding. I do like taking everyone there, especially if it's people that we will kind of just watch. Because a lot of cross stitches viewers interlap. I'm also getting kind of hungry, so I don't want to push it too much later. So we'll see whichever comes first, 7:30 or me finishing this bit. Now we'll go back in and find out. No, I don't think I actually was. I think I was in the right hole. I was just second guessing myself. I know I say it a lot whenever I have this pattern, but I really do. Like, I really love this blue and how the purple go well together. And just the pattern itself as well. And last week I did get Final Fantasy 14, the free trial, up until level 70, I think. And then you pay for the expansions and then a membership. I haven't downloaded it yet. I started to, and then I realised it's a 50 GB game. And my internet is really slow, so I need to wait to do that over like a weekend because it's going to take hours. I can't download it during a weekday because if it's a day I stream, I have to cancel the download. I don't know if the download pauses when you stop it or if it makes you restart. So I have to find that out. And then I found out to get the frog costume that I know is in the game, I have to pay money for expansions, and I was like, oh, damn it. So I have to play through the expansions, which is good though, because it means that I'll learn the story to the SAL, but not good because money. No, because it's an MMO like World of Warcraft, so. Oh, sorry. I need to get a tabled map, so when I like drop things on the desk, because my mic is connected to my desk, so anytime I make loud noises, you really hear it in the mic. Because you're clamped to the desk. You're on an arm, so you're not on the desk. If you were on the desk, you'd have been knocked over so many times. By me, and Zelda, and Molly. Hey, not bad. I mean, considering some of those 239 stitches we done today, was this again? Not bad. Let's count down. Yeah, maybe I'll download it this weekend and try it out. And then maybe go from there. It might be something I do whilst I recover from a surgery if I have to have one. My appointment is coming up soon, that's next Thursday. So when I know what's happening from that appointment, you will know on the Friday. Because I want to keep you lot I want to keep you lot informed, because if I do have to have a surgery, it will impact the streams. There is no way I'm having surgery and then coming back the day after being like, hi guys, I'm back, I had a day off, because I'm gonna need like 2 weeks off, if that, maybe more. We'll see. If you're in the Discord, you will know 100% when stream will be back. Once I had the surgery, if I'm having surgery. There's a part of me that feels like there's going to be a surgery, because nurses have told me. The nurses who up in my local practice have said that this needs operating, because the normal methods they would use to deal with this won't work. Because my body hates me. No, not do that again. Right, that's that done. I didn't even mark that at all. There we go. So there's a few confetti stitches around, but when I do the next bit, the next line, fill them in. And then we have just trying to see where the 14 stitches are that is saying I have left this colour. So unless I'm blind, I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay, that's where the 14 is. So we'll probably finish these 14 stitches and then that'll be it. This won't be the whole of the colour done, just this side, because remember my pattern keeper has split the pattern where the page divider is, so it's counting this half as this colour, even though it should all be the same. I don't know why my pattern keeper's decided to mess it up, but it has, and it's fine. Take this into some traverse now. Finish those stitches because I have to count up and I don't trust my counting at the moment, so I think we're just going to call it here and then next time I'll do that. So yeah, got all this done. Wish it was more, but like I said, I had to pick out all of the I and a bit of the L. So that's not bad. 259 if you count what we had to redo. So next time this comes out, which will be Monday, we'll be working on more of this and hopefully we'll be starting down here because I want to get what's up here done first and then down here, and then all we'll have left to do is the back stitching on this, and then it'll just be waiting for September, I think it's 16th, for when the rest, well the next part, not the rest, the next part comes out. So let me switch to this screen. See who's online. Darren's on. Oh, should we go raid Darren? She's working on her long dog again. She is. Oh. Right, we're gonna go raid Darren. It's decided. Let's get all this loaded. Yeah. Oh god, spell properly. Darren. Right. Oh, I haven't done that. Delete. There's our commands. If you're a sub, use the sub raid. If you're not a sub, use the raid. This is how it should look if you're subbed. And my bot's decided to wake up. Thank you, bot. You're great. You're a little. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you back here tomorrow with some more cross-stitching. We'll be working on... I nearly said the Dark Queen. That is not right. It's not the Dark Queen, it's Supernatural SAL. So, until then, I shall see you all later. Bye!